Hola, my name is Miguel, and today I'm going to make you one of my favorite Mexican dishes ever. Well, it's not a dish, it's not food, it's a beverage. It's called Xocolatl, um, which comes from the Nahuatl Xocol, which means bitter or foamy, and at, which means water. And I hope you like it. I hope it is a really simple recipe. So I hope you can make it at home and you can take it to your country when you're finished visiting Mexico. So let's go with the ingredients. As you might have thought, yes, this is the pre-Hispanic version of the chocolate we have now. So for the ingredients, we need cacao beans. I usually buy them like this. They're raw, but they're de dehydrated. If you uh, acquire the fresh cocoa bean, just dehydrate it, and then we're going to roast it. I also have, in sake of the of of being simple and keep it simple for you, I bought these bars of pure cacao. They're not really expensive. They're kind of 60 pesos each. We are also going to use chile de árbol because this pre-Hispanic recipe that passes on to the Novo-Hispanic period has this particular taste. So it is not sweet, it is bitter and it is spicy. But here in Mexico, we use the word pica pero no enchila. So you're gonna feel the taste of the chili. You're gonna get the feeling of the spiciness, but you're not gonna get sweaty or your tongue is not gonna get hurt by it. You're just going to feel it on your throat. And also because we're talking about pre-Hispanic cuisine and now Hispanic cuisine, we need maicena. Maicena is a pre-Hispanic, also a pre-Hispanic mixture. In Spanish, is fécula de maíz. It's powder, maize powder. So it's really simple. And the first step, well, before the steps, also, if you don't like bitter things, if you don't like spicy things, you can't use honey or vanilla extract or sugar or whatever edulcorant you want to make it sweeter. Personally, I don't use it, but uh, once again, here in my family, they don't drink it if it is not sweet. So I'm going to use honey. I don't like this particular brand of honey, but well, who cares? So let's go with the steps. The first two steps are really simple. First, we're gonna roast the cacao beans, and we're gonna hydrate our chile de árbol. You can use whatever chili you like. I personally prefer for this recipe chile de árbol. I have also tried it with chipotle and with ancho, but I recommend you, I beg you, use dehydrated chili, de árbol, piquín, chipotle, pasilla, mulato, whatever chili you like, but dehydrated. So now we're going to bring up the flavor of the chile de árbol, and here we're going to roast the cacao beans. Also, while this is going on, I'm gonna chop this with my precious santoku knife. I need to show you this. Wait a minute. Hey, I'm back. So I'm kind of a nerd in cooking. I really love cooking. I really love expressing feelings with the cooking, and because of that, I bought this beautiful knife. It is a santoku, a Japanese knife. Some of you may recognize it, and it's from Shansu, and it is really beautiful and really sharp. This has nothing to do with the recipe, but it arrived yesterday to my house, and I wanted to show it to you. Look, this beautiful Damascus. I really love it. But well, we're roasting cocoa beans, we're hydrating the chili, and we are going to chop the cocoa tablet. Um, just for your knowledge, don't let this to boil a lot because it is going to get bitter, and we don't seek that bitterness. This is already bitter, so we don't want to add it more bitterness. So I'm gonna continue when we're done with this. See you. So here they are already roasted. Here's kind of the of the cocoa bar and the hydrated chili. Now this is the most difficult and tedious part. We need to peel those fuckers. So yeah, let me let me peel them. Just to let you know, I'm like 10 minutes in and all I have is these already peeled. But yeah, this is the cacao beans already toasted. And yes, they're really bitter, but if you smell them, you can really sense the chocolate in it. Well, not the chocolate, but the sense of what you get when you smell a chocolate. And this is really hot, so I'm kind of burning myself. But I really love this recipe. It vale la pena. After kind of 4 minutes, I have peeled all of the cacao beans. I have chopped all of my cacao bar, and now it's time to blend. So we're going to put this and this in a blender. If you want to make it traditionally, you can use a metate or a molcajete. I don't have either of those, so we're going to blend it here with the chili, and we we don't want to make a powder, but rather a paste, a chocolate paste, from which if you add sugar, milk, butter, whatever, you make a chocolate bar or milk chocolate bar. But we are making Xocolatl, a beverage. So let's blend. A little tip: if you don't want to break your blender, add little amount of the cacao beans and the cacao bar so you can blend in a more easier way. In an easier way. So now that you have a smooth, really chocolatey paste, you add a little bit of maizena. How much? I don't know. Just a little bit. I don't have measurements for this particular recipe. Just a little bit. We don't want to make atole or champurrado, which is, instead of the base being the chocolate, is maizena. So I think that's the right amount. So we're going to blend another time. Now we are going to transfer this paste to a bowl or a pan so we can make the chocolate. As you can see, this is kind of a fudge, a chocolate fudge. And if you add milk, butter, or sugar, and you freeze it, you can make a chocolate bar. So to get rid of this, we're going to use water, and we put more water in here so we can make the beverage. So we had a solid, we turn it into a paste, and now into a liquid. And here is where the fun begins, because we're going to use this. This is called a molinillo. It's a pre-Hispanic instrument used to mix the chocolate. I need both hands to use it, but basically you put one hand here, the other one on the other side, and you start to shake it. And you need to create this kind of foam over there. That's when you know it's a good chocolate. And yeah, I'm going to mix. I move it to a smaller pot so I could mix it better. And now it's time to add the honey. How much? I don't know. The one you feel comfortable with. And yeah, I'm gonna add honey and then keep shaking until we have a nice simmer. We don't want to boil, we want a little simmer. Also, the flame is at its minimum, as you can see. And finally, there you have it. Xocolatl, also known as Aztec chocolate. So, I This consistency is really heavy because I added lots of honey so my family can drink it with me. But uh, it also can be really smooth, really light, and well, yeah, I'm going to put it there and have a taste of it. I started this at 10 p.m. It is past midnight, but here we have our chocolate. I personally I love to drink it with ice, so I put a little bit of ice. So let's have a taste. As you can see, it's kind of dense, but I like it this way. It is really, really good. It is sweet, but you also have the chocolate flavor, you have the cocoa flavor, and you have also the spiciness of the chili here in your throat. But I'm not too enchilado. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. This was the recipe for chocolate or a Aztec chocolate, and see you soon.